What's up, guys? Welcome to the podcast, Metaphorically Slutty. This is your host, Adizi, tapping in at 8:30 p.m., October the 15th. So, this podcast is near and dear to my heart, and I am excited about this topic right here in this podcast. And we just gonna get right to it. So I received this message about 2 weeks ago. It had to be about 2.5 weeks ago. I heard this song in my head, and I I downloaded the message quickly, and I'm learning that that's one of my superpowers, that I'm able to retrieve information from the higher beings and higher realms of light and download it, and I'll just get it. And sometimes I'll just kind of move on throughout my day because I'm like, oh, that was a message, and I'm not. Sometimes I am not in a space where I'm like, let me share this, because I'm thinking I just commune with spirit, and I'm like, okay, we talk back and forth like that. And now, as I'm grounding more and understanding more, I'm like, oh, I probably should share that message. So, hence why I'm here right now. So, this song grounded me in a message. So I'm gonna read the lyrics from the song, and we're gonna go from there. So the song is by the artist Black, Blaque, and the song title is called Can't Get It Back. So the chorus goes, gave you my love and I can't get it back, give you all my time and I can't get it back. Now the ring that you gave me, you can't have it back, cause this shit's not going down like that. Gave you my time and I can't get it back, give you all my love and I can't get it back. Now the things that you gave me, you want them back, but this just not going down like that. Okay. So the first thing that came up was that some of you light workers have been in hiding. And some of you have been in hiding because you've been taking major blows. You have took major blows. And you in your past, you have took major blows. Major blows. And you have seen other people rise based off the bullets that you have taken for others. Hold on now. Follow me. You have taken hits based on you jumping in the front and catching bullets for others, whether you call them family, friends, associates, strangers, whatever, dogs, cats, whatever. Now you're at a space, you probably have come to a space where you have been so dogged out by what has perceived to be life, dogging you out, that you have been put into a space of isolation. And in that space of isolation, you have been learning that you didn't have a dog in certain fights. And what I mean by that is that you're learning what it is to be connected and know that everything is connected to each other, but also know that there is a thing as every separation and everybody living their own life and people having to answer to their own karma. And you're also learning what it is to understand how to manipulate energy. So you may be in a space where you have been doing certain work, certain magical works, candle work of light. Returning to sender is pretty heavy here. Manifestation magic, subliminals, things of that nature, affirmations and protection spells is heavy. And you have been learning how to manipulate energies in a positive way to make them work for you. And also learning to expand that into protecting others that are also open to that healing, and respecting that you can't put your healing, or you can't put anything that you are trying to manifest within yourself or for yourself on other people unless they are open to it. And you're learning the responsibility of do as thou wilt. And you're learning the responsibility of sovereignty. And you're learning the responsibility of free will. Those are hard lessons that you had to learn, that I'm saying quickly in this podcast, but you had to learn that lesson. Because some of y'all may have been ride or dies. Some of y'all may have been, oh, I'm going to be that person, that the protector of the family, the bulldog of the family, the dog of the family that's the person that's going to, when everybody else don't see things as clearly, don't see the bigger picture as far as bringing the family together, you may have been that person that, okay, well, I'm going to step in and I'm going to do it. And probably kept getting dogged out. I wanted to say something different, but I ain't going to say it. You kept getting pitted on, but I wanted to say the other word, but I ain't going to say it. But you kept getting messed up, and you kept getting left for dead, basically. You would take the hits, and you took the hits so clean and so effortlessly and so graciously, and still show up to the next gathering or the next issue that somebody was having, showing up looking good, feeling good, smelling good, rejuvenated, that people were like, well, shoot, this is a cool little punching bag right here. You know what I'm saying? They come and they rejuvenate us. They're able to rejuvenate themselves. And that's what they thought your role was, because you played that role so well. Not knowing that when you were dogged out, all the cleansings, all the tears, the fighting in your mind with your own thoughts that transpired, having to tuck yourself in at night, having to throw the covers over your head because you felt so ashamed of your real voice and your soul telling you and saying, what are you doing? And not really having the goal or having the words to articulate why you did what you did. But you felt like it was your responsibility to do it, so you did it. And a lot of reasons why you did it was because of brainwashing. You feel like that was the only way for you to be seen. You had been going through so many trials of abandonment. You felt like, well, maybe if I just sacrifice myself, like the story of Jesus. What if I just sacrifice myself? They'll get it. That's what some people don't understand about the story of Jesus. When they be talking about cover yourself in the blood of Jesus and all that. That's cool. But Jesus was some of the stories and the trials that he went through or she went through, um, some of those stories and trials that happened was learning lessons for what not to do. It was talking about the storyline of what it is to be sacrificed by people who cheered for Jesus' demise. And the way they cheered for Jesus' demise is that they needed somebody to die for them. And they sacrificed somebody. So some of y'all in families where you were the sacrificial lamb. The family was so messed up, they can't see truth. Their third eye been blocked. They've been spiritually blocked. They've been spiritually hijacked by lower vibrational entities. And you were the one that could see, and you thought by laying yourself on the line, it would get you into the good graces of people who you was begging to be seen by when they couldn't even see themselves. All right. Verse 1. It says, verse 1, we begun. You know you had a sister on sprung when we hung because a brother was nice with his tongue. A lot of y'all was dealing with people who had a lot of nice wordplay. Y'all were dealing with family, friends, and enemies and strangers that had a nice life or relationships that had nice wordplay about what they would do and how much they loved you and what they thought about you. Was probably telling you things because they knew what your triggers were. They knew where your wounds were. They knew how much you wanted to be liked by them. And it was their right to use that against you because everybody has their sovereign free will. And you didn't know that they were being used by low vibrational energies to harm yourself, to endanger yourself. So the thing about it is, if you choose to sacrifice yourself, that's your own choice. So these people ain't gonna be getting no karma. You know why? I'm gonna go ahead and say it now because I'm gonna forget. You are the karma. Once you realize who you are the karma. You are their karma. See, they already in a lower space. They already in a lower vibration. They not letting you know that they fighting to come up for air, and they keep going into the same cycles and cycles and cycles beyond this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? You don't know yourself, so you're not seeing beyond what they showing you in the physical realm because you're not using your power, your intuition, your discernment, your power tools to be able to recognize the falsities in the mass of this matrix, to see who they really are, what kind of energies that they really carrying. But once you start to do that and you start to tap into who you are and why you are who you are in your role that you've been playing, and recognizing your role and accepting who you are and doing that soul searching and seeing what role did you play in those relationships and taking accountability in the roles that you played in those relationships, you're going to see how low they are and how high you really are. And by you recognizing that and pulling your energy back, who's bad? Let's go. As we play every day, you always knew just what to say as we lay and planned to go to Paris the very next day. Now, some of y'all understand this, some of y'all don't understand this, but a lot of times when Paris is referenced in entertainment, it's about perishing, relinquishing one lifetime and moving to the next. So a lot of times when you see Paris, you associate it with a train. You're associated with travel and movement because it is indicative and also intertwined with the idea of the rising phoenix. Let's go. As time moved on, we were torn. You used to love me from dusk till dawn. Now you're tripping from night till morn. You changed your song and you can no longer keep me warm, 'cause the loving we shared was gone. So when you are liking or intertwined or intermingle with lower vibrational entities, which some people call them karmics, they can only go so far, oh man, before they reveal who they really are. You can go high, and you can go through a rebirth, meaning that you can shed old parts of your spirit, shed old parts of your skin, shed old parts of your being, and level up and be reborn and go through rebirth and go through your Kundalini awakening. Spiritual rebirths, spiritual deaths and rebirths. Some of them are too afraid to do that, so they hang on to who they are, which is their ego. As you go and you do the shadow work and you go through the ego death, because it's a painful place. Anybody who has gone through an ego death 1 or 2, 3 times, how many times you've done it, you gotta, truly, I take my hat off to you, because it is no joke. It is no joke at all. And those of you who have done it know it. A lot of those people that you had in your corner, and they were in your corner hiding out, taking your energy, draining your energies, very vampiric. They knew who you were. They knew that you, and even if they didn't know exactly who you were, they knew that you were different from them in a positive way. And they knew you were different because how you would transmute energy. You have the power of transmutation. You have the power and connection to source and the Most High. Your faith is so strong. That's me putting it in layman's terms. Your faith is so strong that you know the Creator and the Creator knows you. And you so open in your heart to the Creator, and the Creator is so receptive to your heart and know your heart, and so connected directly to your heart that you know instinctively in your mind and in your heart's mind that something gonna come through for you when things are going bad, and that you gonna be okay, and that the people that you pray for gonna be okay. And you mistakenly thought that everybody had that same connection because of how they showed up. And you thought that was the case because some people had more things than you in the physical realm. And so you thought they were doing better than you because you valued yourself by objective things. When that was only a lesson for you to learn to objectify yourself and value yourself by objects. Pre-chorus. Because you better know that you can't get back what you put in this relationship. I'm telling you so, because I can't get back all the kissing and loving and hugging, so I'm telling you. Some of y'all have retreated and had to retreat because you got your butt beat up so bad in that fight, that spiritual fight of you, and you kept rising up, and you kept fighting things and fighting other people's demons that wasn't even your own fight, and you start getting there and fighting so good, you may have had a chance to turn and look and see the person that you was fighting for was over there eating a bag of chips, watching, eating some popcorn. That ain't funny. I'ma chill. My apologies for laughing, because I went through it. That's why you know what I'm saying? I just had a little flashback. Yeah, they was eating popcorn while you was going at it. You probably had a chance to glance and look and was like, wait. And when I say eating popcorn, that's metaphorically speaking, for as in they had already moved on. They was like, oh, you got it. Oh, I ain't even take nothing personal about what they said. And you heavy breathing, foaming at the mouth, mad, ready to go off on somebody, ready to show love to the person who you feel like shouldn't be treated that way, and they don't even want your hug. They don't even want your love. See, you so busy trying to be what other people want you to be and be the hero for other people, when the real person or the real energy that was asking for you to be a hero to them was your own self. Your own self had been asking for you to come and save your own self. And you was thinking, oh, I'm supposed to save other people. That's the way it was being. You were translating that message. But it was to save yourself. The whole time. Verse 2. Now we're through. Up, out my life, and away love flew. And it's cool. Put the glass shoe on another young fool. 'Cause I had slept while you crept. Can't take the heat, so away you step. Now upset, and don't come back for nothing that you left. I gave you my all, but if it's too small, I can't call. 'Cause every player's got to ball. As seasons change, you couldn't hang. But if you think you're coming back for this ring. So, y'all halo, which is y'all crown. Some of y'all have a halo. This halo is a ring of protection that you have around you. It's an oath that you took. It's an oath of love that you took. And you wear it over your, it's a connection that you have in your 8th chakra that connects to divine beings and the divine source itself. And people were able to see your halo. And people pretended not to see your halo because they knew that is where you were wounded. So you had some people literally playing your strings like a puppet. And so now, when you retreat because you know what you've been through. You know what it is to fully need to rest and to fully rejuvenate it. When you need to ground, you learn and you know why it is you need to ground. And when you see people taking their L's, you know now you don't have no dog in that fight, because whatever reason that they had to go through what they're going through and it's showing up in their reality like that is because it's a repercussion and consequence for something that is in their right by natural law for them to receive. And it ain't none of your business. You have freed yourself from the idea of being a sacrificial lamb. Kudos to you. Now, where's this rap at? Okay. The rap Natina. Much love. She goes, aha. Hey, why you got to lie? It's a shame. This whole game got me going insane. You've been busted, dusted, can't be trusted. Don't say nothing. Black came here to party with a grilly face and with a little old school just to change the game. If your glass has rum and if your clique wants to have fun, represent where you are from. If the club closed way past 1, you say ow. Ow, 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 ow. No, you can't have it back, silly rabbit. So some of y'all been doing work with y'all ancestors and giving rum as offerings. That's your business. Y'all have found out who y'all real posse is, who y'all real partners is, and who y'all real homies is. And they all in the spiritual realm. They not even on the physical realm. Your spiritual team, your cosmic family, they're all in the spiritual realm. And you may receive some physical spiritual team members. Some of you may not. but your real team is in a spiritual realm. So you've recognized that these people were dusty. They were dust mites. And check this out too. The whole thing is, this whole song, this whole thing that you went to, is the celebration of rising beyond the matrix. Because all those people who on your journey play certain roles or lower vibrational energies, that's what you asked for to come into this realm to overcome. So it's not about being mad at them. It's about taking accountability and knowing what your role is, because what you have learned coming out of this situation is invaluable, and no one could have taught you and could make you the star and the healer that you are now and the master that you are now, because you were able to go through the depths of the fire and the pits of hell to come to where you are. So you had to go through the pits of hell. The pits of hell. If God asked you what's the lowest, what's the worst that you had to go through to shed that old skin, to be reborn, it would be to be betrayed by people who you thought loved you and that didn't, because they don't love themselves. So in this space that you're in now, you're on a solitude hermit's journey. You've been tucked in yet again, my friend. And this time you're going to appreciate being tucked in a little bit more than you probably had before. So appreciate you, because it's wild outside if you haven't noticed. If you haven't noticed, outside is a complete war zone. Complete war zone. The apocalypse. You see the zombies hanging out, the people who really don't have no souls, you see them hanging out. You see people, overcome by lower vibrational energies, you see them hanging out. You see the people that's the false heroes and the sacrificial lambs still on the corner preaching and yelling at people. You see Babylon literally falling right before your eyes. And it's a sight to see. It's nothing to feel sad about. You just see it objectively. Shake your head. And then all the light workers, most of them light workers being gang stalked and threatened, and and we having to continue going because we see beyond the matrix, and we like, oh, okay, oh. That's, you gonna learn to embrace the okay. And you nod and you go into your sacred space and you do your prayers and you do your cleansings and you do your spiritual, you do your work, and you, for the people who are ready to receptive to it or open to it, then it's open for them. And if not, you close it and you move forward. So, pretty daisies, took your power back, huh? Who you think you is? That's what they saying. Some of y'all got some apologies coming in. I'ma just tell you, you got some apologies coming in, because you got justice here. You got some apologies coming in, and I ain't gonna even hold you. It's okay to say thank you and move on. Until next time, continue to have pretty days, my pretty daisies. Peace.